World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. Hurricane Melissa has caused devastating flooding in Haiti, leading to at least 20 deaths on the island. The BBC reported that many homes have been washed away in the floodwaters and people have been clearing debris with their bare hands. It is noted that Haiti and Cuba have now discontinued their hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings. Meanwhile, the United States is sending a disaster response team to Jamaica to assess the scale of need in the aftermath of the hurricane. Senior U.S. State Department officials say formal requests for help have also come from Haiti, which will be managed from the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas, which has requested air support. In other news overseas, the United States and South Korea have reached a broad trade deal, both countries have said following talks between their leaders. The BBC reported that South Korean presidential aide Kim Yong-bom said the two sides will reduce reciprocal tariffs from 25% to 15% as was agreed earlier this year. According to Kim, South Korea will also invest $350 billion in the US, including $200 billion in cash investment and $150 billion in shipbuilding. US President Donald Trump, who is currently on a week-long trip in Asia, said the deal was pretty much finalized at a dinner following the discussions, which lasted almost 2 hours. US President Trump will next meet his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping on Thursday on the sidelines of a summit of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, which is taking place in Gyeongju. And finally, an armed rebel group in Myanmar says it has reached a truce with the military-run government to stop months of heavy clashes in the country's north. Al Jazeera reported that the Taang National Liberation Army, or TNLA, announced that it had signed an agreement with Myanmar's government following several days of China-mediated talks in Kunming, roughly 400 kilometers or 248 miles from the Myanmar border. Under the deal, the TNLA said it would withdraw from Mogok, the ruby mining center in the Upper Mandalay region, and the neighboring town of Momek in the northern part of Shan State, though it did not provide a timeline. It was stated both rebel forces and government troops will stop advancing starting Wednesday. TNLA said the military, which has not yet commented on the agreement, has also agreed to halt airstrikes. The TNLA is part of the Three Brotherhood Alliance, which also includes the Myanmar National Democratic Alliance Army and the Arakan Army. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.